Despite hot chocolate being the most popular winter drink I can think of, most people don't realize that their bar for good hot chocolate is pretty low. Typically, people will sit by the fire with their Swiss Miss in hand. Watered down and boring. That's why today I'm taking you on a trip across the world to try the most viral, world-renowned hot chocolates that exist on Earth to show you what hot chocolate can really be. Starting in New York City with the original viral hot chocolate, a legend that actually comes frozen. So I guess it's not hot chocolate, but it was way ahead of its time. It's celebrating its 70th birthday this year with its 30 millionth frozen hot chocolate. How is that even possible? It's from Serendipity 3, a New York City institution, opened in 1954. It's known for, well, over-the-top decorations. And if you can't tell by the branding, it's sweet treats. They have 8 Guinness World Records for things like the most expensive ice cream sundae, the most expensive burger, and the most expensive hot dog, coming in at $69. Nice. But the frozen hot chocolate is still the original viral star, selling 5,000 per week during the holidays.
So we're talking years before the Starbucks Frappuccino craze. We were the first to come up with this. And it's a secret blend of 14 cocos blended with milk and ice, topped with a mountain of whipped cream, shaved chocolate.
This is like in your face. There's a presence to this, which I love.
This one is our s'mores frozen hot chocolate. We have chocolate here, graham crackers. So it's topped with our marshmallow, and I'm gonna give you the honor.
The number of places that I go to where people randomly hand me a blowtorch without any questions whatsoever means I might be doing okay in my life. It's s'mores time.
I always start with the original.
How much can you tell me about the 14 cocos?
So much a secret that Jackie Kennedy, when she was in the White House, asked the original owners for the recipe, and she was denied.
Wow, okay,
That's
so I'm not
how
going to get
secret.
it, is what he's trying to
Yes,
say.
you're not gonna get it from me.
I'm not gonna lie, I was skeptical walking into this. I thought, okay, it's theatrical, it looks pretty, it looks beautiful, the space is unbelievable. A lot of the time that feels like, could this be a sheep in wolf's clothing? But no, this is remarkably good. Let's try the s'mores one. Oh yeah, that's crazy. I wasn't expecting the toasting of the marshmallow to really come through, but it does. I think I'm enjoying this one just slightly more because I love s'mores. It's that nostalgic flavor, right? It's just like the frozen chilled version of it, identically. I would only lean towards this because of the childhood memories this is bringing me. I'm there right now, arguing with my brother in front of the fire on who's gonna eat the last s'more. And it's gonna be me. I could break your hip. He's gonna watch this and be like, what the f? Great hot chocolate, and it's our only frozen hot chocolate. So thank you to Serendipity. At the end of the video, I'll be naming the best hot chocolate that we have. But to kick off our very first rating, or I guess technically our second, despite my enjoyment of Serendipity, I do feel that there's a lot to be gained. It was a little too sweet and candy-like as opposed to chocolatey or earthy. A solid 6.5 out of 10. It's good, it's tasty. Again, it has its place, and I think many people would love it. That said, I think we've got some heavy hitters coming. Next up, we head to Fan Donuts in Brooklyn, New York. We have a unique marriage of 3 things: high-quality hot chocolate, house-made marshmallows, and their famous donuts. But this was such a viral hit that supposedly Chef Fanny didn't even know it went viral. Like, she literally had no idea. She started selling so much more hot chocolate than donuts, she could barely keep up. Customers had to wait 3 days for her to get more chocolate because she uses actual chocolate. No powder, no bull. Real chocolate.
It's a Belgian style hot chocolate made with dark and milk chocolate, salt, and then we use Mexican vanilla, topped with a homemade vanilla bean marshmallow and toasted donut croutons. Do you mind putting the dark chocolate in?
I would love to.
So be careful, you don't want to splash.
Oh God, oh God.
Do you want to feel it? There's something really satisfying
Oh
about
wow, oh my God. It makes the whisk feel like it's heavier than it actually is. You gotta have like strong forearms for this. This is like a forearm workout.
Now it's done, and then we cool it. You have to do it overnight. It gets thicker after this. I mean, it's delicious as is, but to get the texture.
In wine and different spirits, you know how they shake the glass and they look up at it? What they're looking for is something called legs, right? It runs down the sides to show the viscosity. This hot chocolate, it's got legs.
I never thought of it that way, but I like it. All right, so you got our hot chocolate with the donut croutons, the toasted homemade marshmallow.
Smells incredible. Oh, dude, this is ridiculous. You can tell that this has some viscosity to it. I love that the top layer kind of melts together with the marshmallow. This ain't no Swiss Miss, okay? So whatever you're thinking, if you've never had a hot chocolate like this, you have never had hot chocolate. Got it? It's not too sweet, it's not in your face, it's perfectly balanced, it's rich, it's creamy, everything I want. But I love that the croutons also soak up some of that hot chocolate too, right? So when you bite into it, it's still got a little bit of crunch. I should also mention, this is a donut place. Their forte is donuts, and their hot chocolate is this good. How did the croutons come into the equation here?
I wanted to see if I could include donuts somehow, but I'm always also thinking about waste, not just minimize, but create something awesome from it. So one day I was like, we had a whole bunch of donuts. Why don't I just try to make a crouton out of it?
I think the learned lesson is if you have an idea, just try it, because you made something really bad here because of that.
Well, this is a very different hot chocolate than I grew up with in Mexico, but this is what my son is gonna grow up with.
It's gonna be a tough life trying to find someone else making you a hot chocolate like that. Let's just be real. Fan donuts, incredible donuts, and also incredible hot chocolate. Everything about this hot chocolate was absolutely immaculate. Chef Fanny was incredible. The hot chocolate was flavorful. There was chocolate forward flavor notes. It was sweet, but not too sweet. I do feel like it was a little heavy on the toppings, but they worked well with it. So we're gonna sit this at a powerful 8.3 out of 10. We're off to a great start, and the adventure continues to find my favorite viral hot chocolate. But you might be getting the urge to make it yourself at this point. I know I am. You'll notice that most of these chefs are making it specifically in some sort of a stainless steel pot. And I definitely know which one I would use. Something like Made in Stainless Steel, which is perfect because they're today's sponsor. Listen, I've been using Made in for years, even before we were partnered with them. Made in Stainless line has fantastic heat retention, giving you a nice even cook thanks to the 5-ply stainless steel material. Their pans are used in thousands of restaurants, and many of them are Michelin starred. That just shows the durability and the usability of these things. And if they can withstand being in that environment, they'll definitely last for you as a home cook. Check out their cookware in the link in the description to save on your order. Now, moving on. Now our next spot, Gloss by No Glue, is actually an ice cream shop, which popped off with their marshmallow crowned hot chocolate. It almost blew up by accident, but look at this thing. How would you not expect this to pop off? Let me ask you this. How well do you think ice cream sells during the winter? They needed to keep the business running, so they got a little creative, and it exploded immediately. They're selling like 1,000 to 2,000 per day, and it's happening again this year. You know, I've got to be honest, I like this one. Feels chefy, feels modern, but how good is it really?
We have our classic s'mores. This was our first hot chocolate that really made us, and that's a homemade marshmallow piped rim, a delicious hot chocolate inside, no cocoa powder, only chocolate, homemade fresh whipped cream that we make every day.
It is whole chocolate that makes a great hot chocolate.
It gives you that kind of mouthfeel, it gives you that richness and the flavor.
How do you recommend eating this?
Put the straw in, take a sip.
Oh yeah.
And then use a spoon to go at it.
It's so rich, it's so chocolatey, and the big thing for me, not overly sweet. And this is perfect, very balanced.
This is our caramelized white chocolate. You know, normally I'm not a white chocolate guy, and I think as white chocolate goes, it's really delicious. And then we make these sugar shells that we then crack on top for you.
Oh wow. This is actually probably the first white chocolate hot chocolate I've ever enjoyed. This is fun, dude. This is fun.
And our new chocolate hazelnut gianduja Ferrero Rocher. It's thicker because it has the nut body in it.
First of all, this is ridiculous.
That one's really good.
This one's
rich, it's thick.
wow.
It's insane.
I'm not even joking. This is absurd. The hazelnut alone adds so much layer to the flavor, but you're not losing the chocolate. I think that's really important to note. If you love Nutella, if you love Ferrero Rocher, if you love hazelnut like I do, this is gonna be, honestly, for lack of better words, your hot chocolate wet dream. I'm sorry. Wow, Gloss, another strong contender with 3 great hot chocolates. I gotta be honest, the Ferrero Rocher was by far my favorite one. I loved the texture. It was unbelievably nutty. That sweet, toasty hazelnut flavor came through, but it didn't overwhelm the rich chocolatey quality of the hot chocolate. It worked well. It was balanced. It was nice, but it was borderline almost a little too rich. I don't know if I could finish one of these by myself, but I would love every second of it, and it's coming in at a solid 8 out of 10. Now we're moving up to a heavier hitter, hoping to find an even greater rating. Next up, we're meeting with Chef Dominique Ansel, French pastry and dessert royalty. Okay, I gotta be real with you guys. I feel like Dominique Ansel somehow manages to capture the internet over and over, most notably for his cronut, but he did it again with his hot chocolate. But this isn't a normal hot chocolate. Sure, you have your flavorful chocolatey elixir in the bottom, marshmallow on top, but this marshmallow moves. Matter of fact, it's a blossoming flower. But you know me, I don't give a about theatrics. This needs to taste good. Can you tell me about how you made the hot chocolate?
Simplicity and techniques, like what goes in a hot chocolate that makes it like very special. So the hot chocolate base, only chocolate, cocoa paste, and milk. Pure, real chocolate that is actually made in France.
Would you say that France has the best chocolate?
Yes, for sure.
We heard that. We heard that. This hot chocolate has kind of popped off online on socials, etc. How do you feel about the term viral when somebody says something like that? Does it bother you?
Yes and no. Viral could be good if it's a good product.
Now back to the coolest part of this hot chocolate, the marshmallow. Now I do want to be really clear here. I'm not gonna let it affect my rating, but it does look cool and we're gonna watch it. Okay, great.
So we're gonna start with our little white chocolate cup. So in our cup, we're gonna put a little bit of ganache just on the bottom.
I'm already liking where this is going.
So here we have our marshmallow. We're gonna put put our little chocolate pearls right here, and I'm gonna fold it just to be symmetrical. Then we're gonna take our hot chocolate here, grab our tongs, grab the cup, and we do this to order in front of the guests, and we wait just a second or two.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. Honestly, even though I knew it was gonna happen, I still was pumped about it.
I want a surprise, I want like something beautiful, I want something that makes you stop and look and think of it.
This is thoughtful, there's an experience, it's theatrical, but it's beautiful. I love it. I think it's stunning.
It's also very tasty.
Oh, it's great. It's excellent. The marshmallow's really nice. You have the hot chocolate underneath, but then you have this beautiful, thick micro foam of marshmallow on top.
People always look for a thick hot chocolate, and people start adding cornstarch to the hot chocolate, which I hate. It changes textures, it's not as smooth. Thicker doesn't mean better. I actually like it when it's actually drinkable.
That feels like a very French mentality too, right? Like you're intentional behind the way that you eat in a sense of like, how am I gonna feel after this?
Yeah,
right?
that's right. It's important.
Yeah, I agree.
You want to enjoy good food and you'll feel good after you eat it.
So obviously visually that looks beautiful. How hard was it to figure that out?
A couple of weeks, and I don't think it was that long.
For you, it took you a couple weeks, but for a normal person, it might take you a couple months.
Or a couple of years.
Or a couple, I like that. It's practical in execution, but at the top, it's so high level.
This is also the beauty of what we do. It is like really connecting your ideas with the perceptions and actually the experience from the guests.
Dominique. Thank you. Thank you, Chef.
So
this is beautiful.
Look, Chef Dominique is a true master of his craft, a legend in the space for a good reason. And I've got to be honest with you, the French, they know a thing or two about chocolate. And Dominique, as cute and masculine as he is, he has a light touch when it comes to hot chocolate. And by that, I mean it's perfectly sweetened, it's rich and velvety in chocolate, but not so rich that it overwhelms the palate. And the marshmallow is beautifully flavored. I'm going to give him a solid 8.6. We're getting up there, but I wonder, is a 10 out of 10 even possible? So Chef Dominique is in the lead here. We're moving on to another chocolate icon, the world famous chocolatier and pastry chef, Jacques Torres. His creativity with chocolate and his entrepreneurial vision helped change the game. But before we head to Paris for our final hot chocolates, I wanted to swing by his massive factory. I'm not joking. I mean, I've never seen any facility this big in my life. Bro rides a scooter to get around. Before we finalize our thoughts on hot chocolate, we must first learn about chocolate, become the chocolate. So we're here to learn how a French master makes 100 tons of chocolate every year. And the incredible thing is, most of it is made completely from scratch. They're even farming their own cocoa beans.
You tell me you want the tour of the factory, so you get the tour of the factory. We do high volume. That doesn't mean we don't keep the quality. Quality is important, good butter, good chocolates, and good techniques. So that's very important.
I feel like we should be playing Christmas music.
Jingle bells, I can do it.
Yeah.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. Okay, so we fill them halfway pretty much. Put the top, chocolate's going to go on all the side and create a hollow figure. Then when it's dry, we put that in the fridge, we can open and the chocolates come out. This is the turquoise here. Those need to be clean. Then we put, this is the color certainly. There you see the gold.
Oh, wow.
So we put some gold to them.
It's like makeup when you're
This is makeup. We can make you gold too.
Oh,
if you like.
I would love that.
That's all nice, but what could this be? Are we moving on to 10-year-old Joshua's dream, the bonbon room?
I usually stop for my height. You're out of luck. Look.
Oh, no.
So you can go and try chocolates, whatever you want. Some of them we buy them at Costco. I don't know what they are.
Smells incredible.
So as you can see, this is gianduja. This is an Italian recipe.
Oh.
Please help yourself, guys.
After eating more bonbons that I'd like to admit, yes, I was still on diet while doing this, I'm sad to say we must bid farewell to the real-life Willy Wonka, Jacques Torres, a one-of-a-kind gentleman whose chocolate is not only delicious, but he's delicious. Wait, who said that? Now it's time to kick our hot chocolate journey up a massive notch. After some already incredible chocolate experiences in the United States, I think we need to take this trip across the pond to see what we can find in a hot chocolate nation, the heart of France.
We traveled really far for our next two hot chocolates. We're in Paris. The proper term here would be chocolat chaud. Yeah, there's tons of places you can get it, but there's two famous locations. We're starting off with one of the most famous, Angelina. This place has been around since 1903. It's old as Hopefully their hot chocolate is good. They have a signature blend of different cacao beans, supposedly beans from Africa.
When you search Paris hot chocolate online, they're like every result. They even sell a bottled version of their hot cocoa and now have shops in New York City, but we're here to try the original, which more often than not tends to be the best version, sometimes by leaps and bounds.
Here's the funny thing. So around the holidays, like tourists will literally line up and wait hours to get this hot chocolate. And there already was a line. We didn't have to wait for it because apparently you could go around and they still sell the hot chocolate on the side. That said, the first thought I had when I was pouring it was, wow, that looks viscous. They didn't put whipped cream on it. They didn't do anything to it. It's very simple, which could be a good sign. It is really good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually kind of surprised. It's like perfectly viscous, and by that I mean it's thick, but not to the point of being a pudding, and it's not so thin that it's watery either. You can hear the thickness. Oh, it's really good, wow. Deeply chocolatey, and the sweetness level is absolutely perfect. I would put it in line at the same level as Dominique's and Fan Fan's. They're all boom, boom, boom at the same level of flavor. The only thing I will note is that this didn't need any whipped cream, marshmallow, or anything, and it's still wowing me in the same way that those did. So take that as you will.
Something about it felt so perfect to me, and I'm giving it an unbelievable 9.2 out of 10. So that makes this hot chocolate our new leader.
But we do have one more that might be even better than this. And these two hot chocolates have been duking it out for a long time. So let's find out which is better. So we're at Carrette's. It was opened in 1927, very, very famous. They have multiple locations, but we are at the original right now. Small, but beautiful. I really like it. It comes with cream, obviously. Be generous with it. I like that. It's theatrical, it's pretty. Dude, this one's really good too. Really good, it's viscous, it tastes nice. The sweetness is good, and it's definitely up there in the world of hot chocolate. But in comparison to all the other hot chocolates we had,
a bit of a letdown, but still a powerful 8.1 out of 10. I don't think this surpassed some of the ones that we had in New York, and it certainly didn't surpass Angelina.
Angelina's gets the big win. This is the most amount of work and time and energy and lack of sleep I've ever had over hot chocolate. And I gotta say, you know what? It was worth it. It taught me a lot about how there is beauty in simplicity, and something as simple as a basic cup of hot chocolate can be magical and worth traveling for. Love you, subscribe, bye. You gotta run off all this hot chocolate, but hey, thanks again to Made In for sponsoring today's video. You can go to the link in the description to get your own and save on your order. Bye.